What's up everyone, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another video. I just want to say a huge thank you to all the subscribers. I really appreciate all your support, and then a massive welcome to all the new subscribers. Welcome to the family. So today I wanted to do something different. I want to give you a tour of my bookshelf to show you guys what kind of books I'm into reading. So let's go ahead and do that right now. So this is my dedicated bookshelf in the reading room. So let's have a look at what we've got. Sam Neill, did I ever tell you this? His recent autobiography. Really great read. Really funny. Massive fan of Sam Neill. He's one of my favorite actors. Really great book. Rick Harrison's License to Pawn. Not read this one yet, but look forward to reading it again in the future and learning about his life story. I'm a big fan, as you can probably tell, of autobiographies. I like reading about those famous actors or people's work that I really enjoy. Michael J. Fox, Lucky Man, brilliant read. Love Michael J. Fox. I think he's such a great guy and he's such an inspiration, and this is a really powerful read. Rebel Skies. And then we have the two Michael Crichton Jurassic Park books, that being The Lost World. These are just the paperback editions. I do have hardback as well. The Lost World and then Jurassic Park. I got this for like my 12th birthday years ago, and I must have read this version at least 4 times in my life before I read the hardback at least twice as well. My favourite book of all time, Jurassic Park. Then Darth Maul Shadowhunter. This was given to me as a present from my cousin, so shout out to my cousin, thank you very much. Really enjoyed this book. Just move that out of the way for now. These are just some Star Wars books again that was kind of donated to me. I've not actually read these ones yet. Sort of like the old school that's no longer considered canon, I suppose. That one looks really cool. Attack of the Clones novelization. Now, I did read this as a teenager in high school, and I'm wanting to give it another read very soon. Padme trilogy, of course. Now, I've just put these in timeline order. Queen's Shadow was written first, but we have Queen's Peril in hardback. Great book. Queen's Shadow. And then Queen's Hope, which I've recently just finished. You can find a full review on my channel, guys. And then these are some new ones I've picked up. Aliens Bishop, kind of like a direct sequel to Alien 3, about what happened to Bishop when he was thrown on the scrap pile. Really looking forward to reading this one. Again, another Michael Crichton here, written after his passing, Eruption, with James Patterson. Really, this is in hardback. Really looking forward to picking this one up. I'm a huge fan of the Battle Angel Alita manga, so I have mangas volume 1 to 4. Really great reads. Star Wars Jedi Path. They did the Sith, one about the Sith, and then the Bounty Hunter Code. It's just really cool learning about the Jedi Order and the path of the Jedi. Army of Shadows. This one was a really great read. World War II fiction. You know, really tense, really good action. Just a really great story. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. And then I'm also a big history buff. I love learning about different cultures. I've got some friends from Hong Kong, and I just love learning about all the history and all the culture of different countries. So I have the story of China, which I have started, but so far I haven't got really into it. Then we have Peter Benchley's Jaws, Stephen King's The Shining, and then that Star Wars Ahsoka novel written as well by E.K. Johnston. Really looking forward to picking that one up. And then just going on to another shelf that I have, we have Ian Fleming's You Only Live Twice, James Bond, of course. Then we have all the Indiana Jones expanded universe novels, Peril of Delphi, Dance of the Giants, open this one. Seven Veils. Genesis Deluge, as you guys know, my favourite book in the entire series. Unicorn's Legacy, another good one there. Interior World. Indiana Jones and the Sky Pirates, regarded as the worst indie book ever written, but me being me, I really enjoyed this one. The White Witch, which I amusingly picked up for £1 from an antique shop. Philosopher's Stone. Dinosaur Eggs. Hollow Earth. Secret of the Sphinx, and then finally Indiana Jones and the Army of the Dead. There's a review for this on my channel, guys. Then it's Rob McGregor, his novelization of Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Then we have Star Wars A New Hope. This was the original novel based on George Lucas's screenplay. As you can see, formerly titled Star Wars From the Adventures of Luke Skywalker. This was kind of a new release for the special edition, I believe. But it's essentially the original screenplay of Star Wars in novel form. Walt Disney World autograph book when we went that one time in 2019. Star Wars The New Jedi Order Vector Prime. This was when I decided I wanted to try and read the original expanded universe novels, but I've not had a chance yet to pick this one up. Open Range, the novelization, because of course it was a book before the film. It's one of those instances where the film is actually better than the novel, but I'm a big fan of the Western, so this was a good read, but I prefer the film. The original Alien 3 novelization. Quick read, but really, really good. Then we have Bruce Lee, A Life. So that's a biography on Bruce Lee. It's a really huge book. And then underneath is the first 4 Indiana Jones. They were sort of like written when Crystal Skull came out as like junior books or young adult novels. They are quick reads, but really, really cool. And I've just moved Star Wars down. I've got to say, these are in no particular, these are not in alphabetical order or anything like that. I should have said that at the beginning. They're just, for now, they've just been put on shelves, and these are kind of my bookshelves that we have here. So this was the Indiana Jones Adventure Handbook. This was just a really cool, really fun guide of like how to be the ultimate adventurer like Indiana Jones. Written for kids, really, but it's quite a fun read. And then Last Night in the Viper Room, River Phoenix and the Hollywood He Left Behind. Now, River Phoenix, rest in peace, bless him. He is one of my favourite actors. I love River Phoenix. This book is basically his whole life right up until that fateful night in the Viper Room. Such a tragic story, and he was gone far too soon. Absolute legend. Love River Phoenix. Then we have the Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit. Across the Void. I think it's just a science fiction. Planet of the Apes, the original novel. I picked this one up and plan to read it in the near future. I'm a big fan of the Planet of the Apes films. And as I said before, I'm a really big history fan. So this is Eugene Sledge with The Old Breed. His story was told in the miniseries The Pacific. And then the American Civil War. Really, really great read and really, really interesting. That was a great book. Coming down to my last shelf, really, is The Art of War. Ralph Macchio, Waxing On. Then these are the 2 Jurassic Park and The Lost World hardbacks. I have volumes 1 to 5 of Frank Miller's Sin City. Massive fan of Sin City. Bruce Lee, Fighting Spirit. I had to read this when I was doing a sort of film research and study piece on research project in college on Bruce Lee and his films. This one was picked up in London. This one was picked up in London at the Shakespeare Globe Theatre. This is Romeo and Juliet in manga form, which is pretty cool. And then Tales from Earthsea. They're just some alien comic books, and there's a Deadpool one there. So they're the kind of books I like reading, guys. These are the books I have on my shelf. That was it for this quick little video, guys. That was a look at the books that I read and the books on my shelves. So yeah, thanks very much for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed, and I will see you soon in the next video.